So remembering the point there, harmony, okay? Harmony doesn't mean that we're actually always in agreement. We may not be singing the same note, but we are actually resonating, okay? And creating waves. And I'm just saying about the waves, you've been creating some, Pisces. It's not just about swimming in the shallows, you've also been creating some waves, and these waves are your own emotion, and you're not always acknowledging that. So come on now, thinking about this card, harmony, it doesn't mean that if someone's right, you're wrong. It doesn't. It just doesn't, okay? There's more than one way of seeing something. The idea is to find harmony, all right? Cooperation and balance. The next card was wisdom. Hello, God has a plan for me. That's good. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences. I take small steps in faith and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Okay. Remembering the things that are important, Pisces. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That is definitely the phrase that comes to mind when I think about that card. Okay, now this is pretty funny. The moon wisdom tells us that for Pisces, a fiery climax approaches. Pisces, I'm going to just say this too. Your balance is Virgo, okay? Your balance is Virgo, another sign that's not my favorite. But there is something to be said for realizing that the balance of our sign teaches us beautiful things about ourselves and helps us to grow and to be in balance. So if you are at a loss to know what to do, to further yourself in your game of life and in your spiritual journey, take note of the Virgo energy. Have a look, check into some friends that are Virgos, have a look at some of those attributes, and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. There needs to be some balancing. Pisces is known for not particularly always being great with details, whereas Virgo is very astute when it comes to details, okay? And it comes to being extroverted and being able to move and create something, okay? Sometimes, Pisces, you swim in a circle and drown. Okay. A fiery climax approaches, and this is actually the case if it is that there is no taking of responsibility and this continuous projection energy continues. So please have a good look at this and just check out again the situations that you find yourself in, the experiences, the recent ones, the current ones, the ones to come during your month, and just find yourself and feel yourself, and remember, it's not that I'm wrong, I just actually need to become conscious in this moment, and check into my true self, my inner world, my inner being. What is truthfully going on here, and how do I truthfully feel? That will always lead you in the right direction. Listen to your body, feel your feelings, remember that you are the hydration, you are the water energy for the collective. Drink enough water, get enough joy, get some flow in your life. We can increase flow by drinking water, crying, and peeing. Water energy, there you go. All right. So in the Witch's Tarot, we've actually drawn 3 cards today. First one is security. I'll come back to that. The second one is Cauldron of Containment. Yes. And then the third one is Witch's Hat of Power. Okay. It does feel like for some of you, this is not for all of you, okay? This is not for the whole collective. Please don't all yell at me. Okay. But there is definitely this energy of wanting to be in a certain place, wanting to be in a certain position, wanting a certain outcome, wanting a certain manifestation, and not particularly wanting to do the work though, okay? Not particularly wanting to do what needs to be done. Kind of making those steps somebody else's responsibility, or maybe just not taking action at all, thinking that somehow mysteriously, magically, this thing that you want will be manifested, your desires will just come down the chimney like that. So no, it doesn't happen quite like that, but let's just think about this energy of wanting this power for one thing in the first place. Come back to that. Cauldron of Containment, what this is about is like keeping yourself to yourself a little bit. There needs to be some containing of energy, and I'm definitely seeing this spilling over effect happening in the wider community and in the collective due to this energy of the lack of containment. Okay, it's like a tap that won't fucking turn off, you know? Like it's leaking all the way down the street, and it's not being particularly useful, and it's a waste of energy, waste of water, it's a waste of emotion. Remember that fiery climax? This is a very similar looking card. This is a cauldron. It's fire. It's the opposite of your energy, but it's saying the ideas that you have, the things that you're working on, the work that you're doing on yourself, please keep an amount to your damn self and marinate in this, okay? Stay with this. You know, say your spells, stir your pot, you know, attend to your fire. Do that. Don't keep looking externally for those answers, okay? Now, this is what you do seek, security and power, which is cottage, which is like the beautiful arrival home, you know, of knowing that you've reached that part of your journey where you can actually just float a bit and you can coast a bit and go, I've done the work now, I can kind of retire my energy a bit, you know, and sit in this powerful space. I'm telling you, please listen, Pisces, there's some work to be done to get there. And the work is with you and in you. It's not external. It's not something outside of yourself. Please come back inside. You've drawn 3 cards from my new pack, which is my own Goddess Creations. We have our own card deck these days. The first card that you've drawn is Fuck That Shit. I love that for you. Okay. Just saying, stop it. There's some of you that need to stop it. Whatever it is that you're tangled up in, untangle yourself. It's not good for you, and it's not good for anybody else that you're in connection with. It's not good for the community, okay? It's not good for the collective. It's not going to achieve anything by spinning in a whirlpool, okay? Get out. Fuck that shit. All right? Learn the lesson, move on. Even if it is that this other person is toxic, so fucking what? Jump out of the pool and go find another one to swim in. Now, when we find something outside of ourselves that is toxic, the easiest thing to do is to say, and we hear this all the time in the spiritual community, I cut that person off because they were toxic. I don't see that family member because they're toxic. I don't deal with that because it's toxic for me. I'm going to create my own family, you know, my own tribe. Guess what? It's a really immature way of thinking. That only serves us when we are victims of someone else's power and control and abuse, okay? When you're in a healing space, it's absolutely relevant and necessary and valid. It's not a lifestyle, okay? So we don't just look at toxicity and go, bye. We might need to for some time, and that's fine too. But you know what? We bring our balance and our healing back to the family of origin, back to the community, back to the collective, and say, yo, I did something good with the wounding that you gave me, and I will show the way. This is how we progress, because if we don't help someone else, we can't help ourselves, all right? So, fuck that shit. These are the nice ones, okay? I'm going to be nice to you now, Pisces. Yes, let your soul sing. Let your spirit sing. Let your soul speak. Let your spirit sing. I thought that was wrong. Let your soul speak. Let your spirit sing. So it's saying, come to your essence, you know, again. It's this energy of like, stop wheel spinning. Stop being in that whirlpool, you know, come to the truth. Let your soul speak. Not your ego, not your mind, not your recent experience, not what you've intellectualized and learnt from someone else. Let your soul speak. Let the truth be heard. And let your spirit sing. We do that in our creativity. Find joy. Come back, you know. Authenticity. Okay, Pisces? One more thing about that, just while I'm on that subject. You are wonderful just the way you are. Okay, Pisces, I do love you. You're necessary, and I've learned so much from Pisces energy. It does really fuck with me, but I've learned a lot from Pisces energy. And you know, when you are in balance, like any sign, beautiful and perfect and wonderful, and we all need to come to this balance. It's not about you. We all have aspects of this in our lives, and this is the current energy, okay? It is for everyone, actually. But in particular, Pisces, you are in the eye of the storm, all right? Much love to you, as always. And if you need my support, please holler. One-to-one reading We have specials on in the next month for you. So any readings that are online, there's a current special for Pisces. Much love. Mwah.